Hello traders, hello everyone, my name is Gregor and welcome to our new cryptocurrency video analysis. As you know, recently we have seen a lot of inflows in bitcoins into exchanges. Now, firstly, this may sound very bullish for cryptocurrencies, but actually it's not. Okay, it may be the reason behind that someone wants to sell his bitcoin if they are moving them into exchanges. So obviously it's like having a car, moving into a car shop, you obviously have some different ideas. Maybe you want to exchange your car for something else, for a new one. So this can be actually a bearish trigger, which has been the case at the start of the week. But then we have this Elon Musk yesterday saying that probably Tesla is going to resume the Bitcoin for their products. And this could be very positive. I think that even obviously he's owning some of Ethereum and Doge. So somehow this is trying to have a positive impact on the markets. But as I said several times, this is not such an easy just follow game. I still think that we have to consider what the price action itself actually is doing. We have seen some recovery recently, but not that much. Okay, so we still have to be careful here before trying to identify a potential low here of these very deep pullbacks on cryptocurrencies. Now, looking firstly here on these exchanges, now these are the flows, net flows actually into exchanges, and maybe this has triggered some sell-off. Like we have seen here in the past, actually in February, it was very similar. So I'm aware of potential more weakness here. I'm still tracking this wave A, which I believe it's in the final stages of this five-wave movement here. So in my opinion, this is still only first leg of a higher degree pullback that may resume with another sell-off as we approach the end of the year after this wave B rally, of course, which I believe it may show up in the next few months. So after that wave C, well, that's when the real buying opportunities could occur, and maybe this could be again December, start of the next year, could be again new trend changer. I still think that so far, even if we have seen a very nice and deep pullback, well, it's still not enough time to actually to say that maybe this correction is over. Corrections are always somehow slow, choppy. They should be a little bit of more slow compared to the previous rise that we have seen here. But so far that's not the case yet. So I'm thinking about something more complex here, and that this ABC structure is the example that we could be following it. But for now, I still think that this wave 5 maybe has another drop towards 25,000, maybe even 23,000 or 22 if we see something more aggressive to the downside. So one idea is that this is actually an ending diagonal, and you will see a final breakdown towards this lower trend line. Even if you just follow the basic technical analysis and trying to ignore the wave structure, you would still maybe looking for this to be a potential wedge where you would be expecting a retest of this lower trend line and then expecting a reversal. But however, I really favor also the reason actually why I'm favoring another drop here is because this could maybe be even a triangle here in a wave 4, and even from a triangle you would expect a final push to the downside before market stabilizes. So based on two different approaches here, I really think, and the slow price action of course, I really think that this market maybe has another leg to the downside coming. Also, if we look at the Ethereum here, notice that there was a very strong drop here from all-time highs, and now we're just moving sideways. So in my opinion, still looks like a very nice potential triangle here on the way down. And normally these poses that we are seeing, well, there are obviously taking a longer breath before we may see a continuation lower in the direction of the previous strong drop. So in my opinion, this looks like a correction on the way down, meaning that this whole corrective setback is still ongoing. However, there are some interest in or nice price structures, if you want, on some of the altcoins. Here I'm looking at Doge actually, and what I really like about the Doge here is that we have seen so far a pullback for almost 80%. Okay, so this 70 to 80%, well, these are some very nice retracements which could actually suggest that maybe current cycle is coming or approaching to some supports here. Now, from an Elliott wave perspective, well, we have a very nice ongoing completed 5-wave rise up from November lows, and now we are just making a counter trend movement. Now, if we look closely here, I just disabled the log scale. And if we look closely here, we can see an overlapping drop. Okay, now this was an ABC, then you had wave X, and then another looks like an ABC is in the making. That is now approaching some very nice spike here back from April. Okay, so it looks like that this is some very important level. Now, always when you're seeing, when looking back at the chart and you're seeing some spike and then a sharp rise away from that spike that take us back to new highs, well, it means that at that spike, at that level, there were some important transactions going on. And that's why I'm not surprised to see actually retraced price back to this area. And again, of course, it can be very important because now imagine if someone has entered the trade on the longer term at that point, well, obviously that's the point of his entry, and obviously that's why it matters, because I doubt that someone would allow a market to move much lower from here, since we have seen that new high already earlier. So now if maybe someone wants to look for new opportunities, well, those pullbacks are definitely interesting, as I said, especially from a cycle perspective. So since we have this 7 swing drop here, maybe with a final leg down here in play, well, it could be very interesting timing for potential new reversal, even if just maybe short-term 3-wave rally back towards former wave X, that could be enough maybe for some to make some money on the upside. But as I said, maybe this wave C is still ready to retest this April level. So just be aware that maybe trying to tick a bottom and pick the exact tick bottom, of course, may not be such an easy task here. You just somehow need to wait market to make those consolidations and to form a bottom rather than hunting a bottom. Okay, traders, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please let me know. Either contact me on Twitter, or you can also, if you're our member, you can also ask me in our chat room. Have a good day. Bye.